Good morning, everybody. I've been up for 45 minutes, but I have to tell you about my morning and I wanted to share with you. Some of you have noticed that I've been doing a 5-day detox cleanse type of, it's not really a reset. It's not like the typical 3 days. It's a serious medicinal cleanse. So why did I do that? I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to invite some people on here. Say hi to everybody. Just say hi. It's morning, so I'm excited. Hi, Tony. Hi. So I did a 5-day detox, and I've got all my thrivers going, oh, I don't need that. I have, it's great. I'm going to tell you why I did it. It was a medicinal detox. This wasn't like one you go get in the vitamin shop and whatever. I have been doing a company called Sakara since June or July. I started before my brother's wedding because I was already going vegan, pretty much vegan. I was trying to really get my health to the next level. Hi, Sonia. Hi from California. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Dana. Hi, Kristen. So basically why I was doing it is I have been struggling with some issues with my skin for quite a while. Since I've been young, I've always had some inflammation in my body. It started with psoriasis. I got it from my dad. I've always had a little bit of issues with that. It would flare up. No big deal. Always had it under control. But for the last few years, what I've noticed is my skin, if you can tell, my skin's actually swollen. I'm a little bit swollen. It's not just in the morning. It's pretty red. So they diagnosed me with rosacea, but now they're thinking it's something different, and I'm not going to say what because I'm not going to jump the gun. I went to the doctor on Friday, but that's not the end of the world. I wanted to reduce the inflammation on a different level, and I've been doing booty yoga, and with the founder, Busy Gold, she is grain-free and dairy-free. Well, I've been dairy-free, but grain-free is a different level. And going grain-free is a little bit harder, but I also read a book called Grain Brain last week. I've read about 25 books in the last three weeks, and I'll share them with you. I mean, not all about health, but really about everything. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Candace. Hi, Diamond. Good morning. So I did a 5-day medicinal detox. So no, this isn't your typical, taking a boost or taking nighttime stuff, balance. I don't do that because, I don't need to do that all the time. That's really more of just elimination. In one way. This was removing metals and everything. So why was I doing that? Well, I wanted to take my health, my fitness to the next level, and I'm really going on a grain-free as much as possible. That's very, very difficult, but I'm going to do it. Grain-free and dairy-free. I've always been dairy-free for a long time. I mean, every now and then I'll have some cheese, but I really eliminated it because it made a huge difference. A lot of booty today. Oh, the gym, Becky. Yes. Good morning. So anyways, that's what I was doing. And it's really to get my body and health back on track in the inflammatory position. There's many things that can help that. Thrive's one, but I have to do everything to get it down. So, I wish I could say that it could take all of it away. It's done wonders for me, but I have something going on that's unique to me. So, and some other people too, but just not a typical person. So that's what I did. So what am I having today? So this morning I got through my 5-day detox, and how do I feel? Okay, I'll be honest with you. Day 4 was really hard. Hi, Ricky. Day 4 was really hard. It was all liquids only on day 4. Everything else had food. And I was a little tired, but I was good. Today, I have not had caffeine. I have not had anything like that in 7 days. And I woke up, jumped out of bed. I felt amazing today. Today was a great day. I got up, I was vacuuming while the kids were doing chores. I had them bringing out garbages. I already cleaned up my house in the first 45 minutes. I feel really, really good, but I feel clear for the first time too. It's really good, you all, to take time off of stuff. I'm not saying quit Thrive. I'm not saying quit anything you're doing. I'm saying take a day and just reset, because sometimes there's a lot of you that say, well, the product is good, but I don't know if it's working. Take 3 or 4 days off of it, and I'll tell you it's working. I'll tell you it's working. So just be mindful of those things, okay? If you're feeling groggy or something's not changing, and I suggest the Sakara one because it's gluten-free, grain-free, it's organic, it's vegan. I mean, this sucker will get it out, and it's medicinal grade. There's a lot of doctors that have designed it. And it's great. And I have a $50 code. I don't get any kickback from it. It's just $50 off for you guys. I don't care. I'm not advertising it, but I have been doing it since July. And I will tell you, when I did this first detox, I had more compliments on how I looked. And I don't mean like, oh, you look really pretty. I mean my skin, my hair, everything. And it's easy to slide off that. But I'm really going back into the full, really eliminating the red meats unless I hunt and get it myself or my husband or somebody I know. That's how we do that. I fish. My family, we fish, so we eat our own. But I don't buy a lot of store-bought anything. We don't buy processed anything. The kids are getting changed over to all gluten-free as well, because another thing I want to tell you is, do your kids have ADHD? Do your kids struggle with attention? I'm going to tell you, the cookies, they are unflipping believable. The cookies are so good. I'm not lying. Like, my kids love them. I have to make another batch. Hey, Christine. So there are great recipes for gluten-free, dairy-free, grain-free. And honestly, it's not hard to change. I mean, some of you get really caught up in that stuff. I'm going to tell you, you can live a pretty cool life and feel good. Like, Thrive is a stepping stone, but if you're ready to go to the next level, you need to think about what caused you to go into, maybe you do have inflammation like I do. Like this is inflammation. That's what it is. And for 2 years, I couldn't figure it out. I've been to the dermatologist. I'm like, oh my gosh. Now they're kind of pinning it down to a few things. And it makes sense. And that's okay. I mean, I want to know. But, when your body starts to battle you, it doesn't matter what you're doing. But if you put the right things in it, you can change things. Food is medicine. Your supplements are medicine. No matter what, I'm going to, gluten-free is a huge thing. And you know what, guys? Here's the deal. You just have to realize that eating a ton of grains, rice, pastas all the time isn't going to be your lifestyle, even if you do gluten-free. You have to really pay attention to the grains. Grains are a big one. And it's really hard, I'll be honest. But here's the deal. If you can eliminate all processed foods, you eliminate most gluten. Almost all of it. So if you can do that, your life. But so my son has been battling the attention issues, and I just told my husband, he's starting to say he can't concentrate. And so what we're doing is we're going as much as we can slowly gluten-free for the kids. So if they want pizza, they're going to get a gluten-free pizza. You can go buy this stuff, guys. We're ahead of, this isn't 1991 or, we are really ahead, and we have to realize that we can do anything we set our mind to. So what do I mean today? Today I was looking in a forum of amazing women. I'm blessed to have women from all over the world in my circle. I'm blessed to be a part of really great circles. I don't like tribe. Sorry guys, I don't like the word tribe. I don't like it. I think people use it in weird ways, and I think what I feel people started using tribe for was clicks. Like, here's my tribe and we're better. Like, I've seen people do that. I'm sorry. Not the circle I'm in. They use the word tribe a lot, and I love the word tribe, but I think it's been used in really negative ways, and the word tribe is not about that. It's about everybody. So sorry if I don't like it. I'll do a blog on that or something. That, life coaches, and the word coach. Okay, so off of my things I don't like. So I saw all these amazing women I love, look up to, think are beautiful, and there's an opportunity available for some people to work in New York, and it would be an unreal opportunity. And some of these people are like, oh, I wish I could, or almost like it would be so good for whoever gets it. And I'm going, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? I think what happens with us is we set our own perceptions up to where we are, and we don't have the ability sometimes to look outside of it and create our new reality. What do I mean by that? I am really good at creating a reality. Listen, I can imagine things and they do happen. I can manifest the shit out of stuff. And I don't know if you can, but if you can't, it's not hard. You don't have to spend $20,000 to learn how to manifest. You don't. You need to, sit down and start journaling daily and taking at least 20 minutes. 20. Don't start with an hour or two. I mean, God, that's crazy. Start with 20 minutes each day and then speak to your higher self. Speak to your angels and they will answer you. Get in a quiet spot. Shut the social media down. If you really want to hear what the universe is saying, take 20 minutes in the morning and shut your shit off. Shut it off. I'm serious. Like, oh, I don't know why I haven't heard an answer back from God or Archangel Michael. Well, you've been on your damn phone all day. Get off it. He's not answering you through your phone. Okay? He's not answering you through social media. Okay? So Facebook, Instagram, all that crap is great, but you need to shut it down, just like a reset, a detox. That's a detox. You need to start, and you know what? I'll be honest, I didn't journal for 9 months. I got mad. I got really mad. I did not write in my gratitude journal for 9 months. I couldn't do it. Because I allowed other people to tear me down, to make me think that I was lesser. And it is emotional, so I have tears, but I'm okay. So why I'm telling you this is we're all going to have those moments. You're going to have moments where you're angry. You're going to have moments where you're like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. And for me, I started to battle my life and my emotions, and I started to battle when you're aware, when you know who you are, when you're a manifesting woman, when you are a powerhouse. I'm not just calling myself that. There's a lot of women on here. There's tons of women. You don't even know who you are. I can see it. But the one thing about what happens is that we will tear our own self down more than anyone else can. And when you start to battle your body and your body starts to battle you, and you can't control it like you used to. I used to be able to control everything. I used to think I was controlling it. And when you start to allow this perception that others have put on you to be your perception, that's when you become the person that says, oh God, I wish I could do that. What are you talking about? There are people on here, if you're Booty Sisters and you want to go open that studio in New York, you get that darn resume and you make it great and you rock it out. I'd send a video in. Show them your true self. Do you know any people in Lavelle and all these multi-level marketing direct sales companies do that? I wish I am where you are. Then go do it. It's not because I had any special anything. I will tell you that I actually did not. Okay? That there was opportunities in place. I jumped on them, but there was times where I was crawling, kicking, and screaming to get where I've got. So here's the other part. If you want to be where someone you admire is, I don't care what it is in. I don't care if it's Oprah Winfrey. I don't care who it is. You have to understand that they did so many things behind the scenes to get there. Behind all the fancy car pictures and behind all the amazing magazines and all these things that people show you, there is a world and pile of shit behind that. Like Shawshank Redemption, I say this all the time. He crawled through a river of shit to come out clean. I use a lot of really exciting words, okay? I like to use swear words. So if you don't like that, you can hop off. But I swear. Most of you swear. And don't lie, you do. My kids don't swear. Here's the one thing about that. If you think because you swear, your kids are going to turn out like that, here's what I'm going to tell you. I raised my kids to know that what I say is what I say, and that swearing is not okay for them, and it will not be okay for them. My kids don't swear. My daughter Taylor does, but she's a rebel. She's not gonna listen. But my two littles, and they're around it all the time. They don't swear. They're great kids. Here's another thing I want to tell you. Passion words. That's true. So why don't you send in the resume? Why don't you become the person that you follow? Quit following people. Quit following people. Get inspired by people. Don't be a follower. Get inspired by people. Look at what they do and make it even better for yourself. Make it yours. You know something, I was imagining myself being on a stage the other day. This is really weird. I envision a lot, so I'm not on stage in New Orleans, at least I don't think I am. And so what I want to say is, the moment you realize that you have no control of your body, your life, like when something happens and it takes your control away, that's when you realize how little time we have and what life is really all about. So the reason I'm telling all of you this, hi Blair, how are you? The reason I'm telling you all this is that how many of you put yourself in a corner or a label? Think about the world today, the political world, the temperature of the world. We're all, here's another one. This might get under your skin for a minute, but I want to explain this. Why do you call yourself a single parent? Why do you call yourself that? Here's the deal. I used to work in a restaurant, and there was a lot of us we were single parents. Here's why I don't like single parent, single mom, single dad. You're a dad, straight up. You're a mom, straight up. You're a freaking warrior. If you're raising your child and it's just you, that means you're a super mom. Stop calling yourself a single parent. It's almost like you're handicapping yourself. Why the hell would you do that? Call yourself a super mom. I'm a super mom. I do it all. And I'm still rocking it. I'm a super mom. I'm going to school full time. I work 2 jobs and I'm raising my daughter. That's a mom. A dad's a dad. You're raising your kid maybe without a mom? You're a super dad. You're a kick-ass dad. Like, this is what I don't understand. Why are you putting labels on yourself? Oh, I'm a blonde, Caucasian, I don't know, go into any category. I mean, we're dividing ourselves up so much that we can't even come together for basic common, even communication half the time, because I'm not in your group, because I'm over in this division of a division of a division, so I must not understand what you must be going through, right? Isn't that funny? Like, everyone sits around and like, well, you can't understand, you didn't live my life. You haven't lived my life. You don't know what I've been through, and I don't know what you've been through. But that doesn't mean we're not equal. Equal as people. I think it's crazy how these labels divide us. Think about that in business. Let's go to business now. This is where I was going. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. You know how freaking hard it is to stay home and do everything? Listen, guys, you want to know something? You don't want to be a stay-at-home dad. I'm teasing, but it's a lot of work. And don't put anyone down for choosing to stay home. They deserve a crown. And guys, you deserve a crown. If you're staying home and you're doing all that stuff, my husband runs around. Like, my husband owns his own business, but he does a lot of stuff here. Being home all the time, I mean, if you knew the chores we had here, he's outside doing stuff, and it's a lot of work. Feeding horses, shoveling shit. I mean, the hay, the snow, plowing, I mean, you name it, there's never anything that we're not doing, and mostly it's him outside. So, okay, let's talk about business. Why do you divide yourself in business? Oh, they're at 200K. Who cares? Who cares? Don't look at them. Oh, they're in the millionaire group. Who cares? It's just a label. Who are they as a person? Oh, I don't know, but they're amazing. Well, if you don't know them, how do you know they're amazing? They've done great things. That's a lot of respect. I respect anyone who's hit ranks and done well and worked hard. But let's be real. Don't put people up on pedestals just because they earned a rank. And also, don't put yourself down because you're not there yet. Everyone's on their own journey. Now, I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just saying some people act crazy. Some people act crazy. Don't say, I wish I could be where you are. That's gross. Don't talk like that. Oh, I wish I could have the life you have. Then stop wishing. Start doing. And that doesn't mean you have to go out and go balls to the walls in one day. Have a plan a little bit. You got to write it down. Journaling is smart. I did start journaling again, by the way, even though I did take a little hiatus. I was not happy. I have been seeing so many signs lately of things. I've read Outwitting the Devil, baby. I've read all of it. Actually, you know what, Christopher Hannon, here's your next book, if you love that one, is Conversations with God, The Untethered Soul. I've read so many books, you guys. I'm going to post them because there's too many. I can't even tell you. This year alone, I've read so many books. So many books. Biographies. If you're not reading biographies, learn about people who are successful, who went through a lot of stuff. Learn about people who've been through those hard times, who came out and changed the world. Those are the people you read about, okay, every day. You want to read about money, read about Warren Buffett. You want to read about people who have seen adversity. I mean, George Washington Carver. I read his biography and I was like, oh my God, why did we learn about this guy in school? You know, why are we not learning about these things in school? It's just sad. So I want to tell you one thing before I go. So if there's a position open, if you want to go be a booty instructor with Busy Gold and you want to go to New York, get your damn resume in. All of you are amazing. All of you are amazing. If you want to be on stage, if you want to be a 200K, then go do it. Stop bucking everything that your upline's saying. Stop not listening and just start listening. It's only you. That doesn't mean that there isn't things that go along with that have slowed you down. That doesn't mean that. Have you lost people in your team? Yes. Have you struggled? Yes. Every single person in multi-level marketing has had those things. I suggest you go watch Eric Worre's little snippet on spinning plates. That's a great one. We as a team have rebuilt our team at least three times. You know, we're here. We're still here. I think, you know, you guys, my son did something yesterday that I really want to talk about that's really important. So a lot of you, I don't know if this is you, so I have a lot of you on here. So if this is giving you anything, put a 1 down, put an emoji down, tell me that you love it and go share it. The one thing I want to tell you, please share this if you think this is beneficial for anyone. So my son did something unbelievable yesterday. He walked up to me and he said, Mom, there's a little boy at school who doesn't brush his teeth. And at first I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? You know, is he just like doesn't like to, or what's up? Obviously, you guys, I was a dental hygienist for quite a while. I'm still a dental hygienist technically. And he said, you know, I asked him if he has a hard time or if he doesn't know how, and he said he hasn't brushed his teeth in 2 weeks. And I said, well, you didn't make fun of him, did you? And he goes, no, but it's really bad, Mom. And I said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, maybe you should bring him some toothpaste and toothbrush to keep at school. And the reason, and he said, yes. Now, here's the reason that it was so important. He said, I want to help him and I'll show him how to brush his teeth. And I said, but remember, don't do it in front of other kids because they'll make fun of him. Not everybody knows how to properly take care of themselves. You all, I was a dental hygienist for a long time and there was grown adults who didn't know how to brush their teeth. Never assume. And those same grown adults don't know how to teach their kids how to brush their teeth. Many of these kids, and this isn't a poor thing, this isn't anything, this is some people just were not taught this. Some kids don't go to the dentist until there's a problem. So my little boy took a toothbrush that was brand new in a box, brand new toothpaste, and took it to school because he's going to give it to this little boy today, and he's going to tell him to keep it in his locker so every day that he can brush his teeth at school. And I said, what are you going to tell him about that? And he said, I'm going to tell him because I got cavities because my son's a sugar junkie and we have to limit him. Like he'll eat sugar. All kids will, but he's just a sweet tooth, you know? And so he did. He got a ton of cavities and we have to really be on him, but he's been cavity free for a while. But, you know, to see your kids do that. So be honest. Do you swear in front of your kids? Put a 2. I do. I just talked about it a little bit ago. If you swear in front of your kids, put a 2. And nobody judge. Nobody judge. Oh my God. Swearing. My grandpa, the most devout Catholic man, he swore. I mean, it happens. It comes out. But raise great kids. God is not horrible. Oh God, it's horrible. Sorry. I thought you said God is horrible. I was going to say, what? Okay, so y'all put a 2 down. Here's the thing I'm trying to tell you. My kids don't swear. I swear. I don't care what grades my kids bring home. No, I am proud, but at the end of the day, I'd rather see my kids do things like that, to take a kid who's sitting eating by himself, and go sit down with him, to make sure people are taken care of. Even my oldest daughter has a massive heart. My oldest daughter does things always. She's always making sure people are okay. Even though she can be a little poop at times, she has an attitude, but she is good to people who need stuff. She'll give a hug. She takes care of them. My middle daughter will make sure the teachers know something's wrong, cries if somebody's hurt, takes care of her friends, and makes sure nobody's left out. Here's the thing as parents you need to start realizing. Would you rather raise a kid who sits in its room all day, does homework, plays video games, and has no social skills and has straight A's, than raising a child, or the other part of this, or would you rather raise a child who's so good at sports, is constantly focusing on being the top person in sports, that when they get out of high school they realize that life is more than a game and that there's things to be applied? Now, sports can be great, but what I'm saying is I feel that less sports, more family time, and time with your mom and dad and with your family, friends, is more important on healthy levels. Your kids get burnt out when they're in 85 sports. My daughter Layla is in one sport. It was her choice. She committed to it. How many of you have kids in mega sports? Put a 3 down. And that could be one sport that you spend a lot of money on. So Layla's in gymnastics. It's competitive. It's 3 nights a week. It's going to be 4 nights a week. Competitions. It's expensive, but this is the only thing she does. And that was our commitment to her. I said there was no other sports. Because here's why. I didn't raise my children to live through my children. Meaning they need to be their own individual. And I want to watch them, but I'm not going to sacrifice an entire family life because I'm running to 85 different sporting events each day. That's not good. We make sacrifices so she can do it, but we still have lots of family time. She loves to be home. She loves to do that. If you're overwhelmed, if you're stressed, you can tell your kids no, you're the parent. Remember that. Look at my messy table. This is DJ. He has to do this before he leaves. He's going snowmobiling. But be mindful of these things. My son, he's kind of in baseball. He's got to make a decision, but he's a 1 or 2 sport kid. He's going to be, we only have them in a limited amount. It's very hard on a family to try to balance your life and still be together as a family if you're running around everywhere and you're never getting a moment with each other. We do eat together a lot, at the counter, not the table. We're not better than anyone. We have made lots of mistakes because the first 2 years of my business, I was absent. So you have to understand those sacrifices, I had to come full force and we had to fix it as a family to come back together. So, it's so important. So finding balance is really good. So let's wrap this up and talk about what I was talking about. Number 1, why do you do a 5-day medicinal type of detox and cleanse? Because you need to eliminate everything out of your body to start over. If you're not feeling your product, if you're not feeling good, you need to just eliminate everything and get a fresh start and do that. Number 2, you have to stop saying I wish and just start doing it. Don't look at people and wish you were there. Stop dividing yourself and putting yourself into a category. Or I'm a this person who lives in this city and I live in this neighborhood. Quit dividing yourself. Don't call yourself single mom, single dad. You're a super mom, you're a super dad, single mom. It sounds like you're handicapping yourself. Why would you put a handicap on yourself when you're amazing? Why would you do that? Quit dividing yourself, putting you into groups. When it comes to business, quit wishing you were there and start doing the things that people have been telling you to do. Keep it simple and start being coachable. If you're still not there, reassess your situation and look at what you can change as a person. But know that you've done your best. If you've done your best, that's where you lie. There's certain things that happen in teams where it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. It just happens. So don't blame every single thing on yourself. Okay? That's another thing. I see a lot of leaders blaming themselves. I'm like, it's not your fault. There's a lot of factors that go into this, so don't blame yourself. If you swear in front of your kids, forgive yourself. Who cares? As long as you raise them right, they're not going to swear. Encourage your kids to be good people. Don't worry about their grades as much as teaching them how to be respectful and teach other people to be good people. And, you know, just do it. Go fill out the resume. Go after what you want to go after. You want to be somewhere, be somewhere. You know how to do that. Don't be the person that keeps messaging all these people, I wish I was where you are. You're so lucky to start when you started. No, I just started. That was the only difference. And there's a lot of things that we go through. Forgive yourself, okay? And have a good day, like honestly. And if this brought value, share it. I love you all, and that's my morning thoughts, my crazy hair, and my detox worked. I cleaned my house. I feel great. My skin is always, it's a little bit swollen still, but a lot of inflammation has gone down. Yeah, I have a lot of energy, and I'm clear. So that's why I did this live, to say good morning. I love you all. 1s, 2s, and 3s. Put your emoji down for how you feel about this right now. Share it with your teams, with the people you love. And thank you all. Have a good morning.